Hi, dear.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
All right. How was your week this week?
It's really good. I had another pretty good week.
Yeah, you had a good week. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do to this week is we're gonna, well, let me just kind of explain, kind of summarize what we talked about last week. We talked about the goals and the some of the goals that you had accomplished on last week, and when you and your mom had got into an argument and you channeled that anger and stepped back, thought about it, rethought it, and then you guys the next day had a conversation, which was great.
Yes,
Great.
yes.
Yes. Okay, so this week we'll start off and what goals did you have this week?
I actually wanted to like look into some schools. Nothing like super major, not like any universities or anything, but like little medical assistant classes that I could possibly take like online, or even like night school classes I could take since I work during the day. And actually called quite a few schools and just got like information about how their classes work and like how long it would take for me to be able to graduate and like all those things. And so that was really good for me, just being able to know what's out there, know what I could take advantage of.
Okay, that sounds like something that you can channel your time and your energy into something good. And what you wanted to do, and the goal, and going to school and doing something different. So.
And I saw that there was a lot of options out there also. Like I didn't know that there were that many things out there just for medical assisting, like what I was just trying to get into small term right now, until I can go to school for what I really want to be.
Okay, great. It seems like you made some steps in improving your behavior and changing and doing something that is positive. Right. Okay. So that's a good goal to have accomplished this week. Yeah. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do this exercise, and this exercise is called injunction intervention. And what I want you to do is, I have a list of some don'ts, and what I want you to do is to try to pick out 3 don'ts that you remember during your childhood, between the ages of 4 and 8, that your mom maybe have told you something negative she may have told you. And then what I want you to do is tell me how you feel about those don'ts. But first of all, give me the 3 that you choose from this list, and something negative that she may have said to you that you know.
My biological mother, like, she may not have meant it in this way, but like she would say, don't be like a child. Like she would be like, help out a little more, like. And I was really young, so she was most of the time like, you need to help more, like, because she was doing it a lot by herself. So like I would be chosen to be like, help put them to bed for me, or like, hey, heat up the leftovers from last night, or like those kind of things. I could have been playing outside or something. Like,
So how did that make you feel? Before we go to the other 2, let's just talk about that one. Okay. So if I'm hearing you, it sounds like your mother was telling you to actually do a little more than what you were really required to do as a child. It sounds like to me that she was requiring you to do some of her duties as a mother.
Sometimes, like, and I'll admit that, like, that sometimes she would, like, I would be forced, like, not forced, but she would be like, hey, do this, or like, do this to help them, or help them do this, or help them with their homework and stuff like that. And so like, it was kind of hard, because like I wanted to be, like, they were all playing and stuff, and I would be like in the house, like, helping my mom do stuff. And of course I would never complain, it's my mom. But like that was kind of hard, being that young, being so young. Like that was a hard thing.
So how did that make you feel? Or what feelings do you have now about?
Maybe I wish I could have been able to be a child when I was a child more. Because, like, now I'm an adult, like, I have to be an adult. Like, I wish I could have been a child more when I was an actual child.
Okay. So, what I'm hearing is that, as we stated in some of your other sessions, that because you are the oldest, or you were the oldest, you had a lot of duties. You had a lot of you had to nurture your sisters and brothers. You had the responsibility of being in control.
Yeah.
So now.
So there's the issue.
So well, tell me about that then. If that's the way you feel, that's the issue then.
Because I always feel the need to when things aren't in my, maybe in my control, that can make me mad. Like if things aren't going the way I want them to go, or if they aren't going specifically in my direction, I do get upset about that sometimes. That's when I get angry at those points too, because I'm why isn't it going the way I want it to go? So I get that makes a lot of sense now actually.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So would you say that then now maybe you need to find maybe another way of channeling that control?
Yeah, or just stop trying to be in control of everything. Let other people take control. Just follow sometimes instead of leading all the time. Try to follow.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So now you know.
Yeah.
that's good. So
really
would that be a light bulb moment?
Light bulb.
All right, that's great. That's great. So tell me this now. How would now that we've come to the conclusion that your mom was telling you to don't do this and to do that more, and to be more nurturing and take control and helping around the house, and then now you have come to the conclusion that that's what you are doing now in your adult age.
Yeah.
So what would you do now different to change that negative of being in control to not being in control, I guess?
Just have to accept it. I'm not always gonna be in control. I just have to understand that and just roll with it. Instead of getting angry when I'm not in control, maybe I could just accept the fact that I'm not in control and just move forward from that. Go in the other direction. It doesn't always have to be in my direction.
Okay. So, what action would you do in order to do that? Give me an example.
Just be more patient. If say me and my boyfriend were trying to decide where we wanted to go eat, and I said I wanted to go Chipotle. And he's like, we always go to Chipotle. I don't have to get upset about that. I could just say, okay, we don't have to go to Chipotle. We can go to Sonic or something. It could be that something as small as that. We could just be okay, compromise, we can go somewhere else. We always go to Chipotle. and that's the word that I was getting ready to use, compromise. Yeah. So you would learn how to compromise more and not take the leadership. Although leadership is a good quality, but again, you have to learn how to compromise and okay, great. Okay, so any other goals you did this week, or any other? That was really my big goal, because I got to call all those schools and just have that in my mind, to where I know I can narrow down what I wanted to do or what I wanted to. Some of them I can actually go visit now, because I know which ones were not really, and some were oh yeah, I really like that one.
What about do you have any examples or any issues this week of your anger? And
actually not really. This week has been pretty good. I haven't really been upset about anything or angry. I went yesterday to my back to my house with my mom, and everything was good. Everything was cool. Nothing. There was no anger between anyone or anything. It was normal.
Okay. Well, so now we're now that we've discussed your having the anger problem, you've taken control of that, but the issue with being in control and being able now to compromise and understand that you can't be in control. So let's choose a goal that we want to do this week. Let's choose a goal we want to do this week.
Well, I think I can just make better on my school. I can call and set up a visit to the school maybe.
Okay.
Like, just take the next step to that. Just
Okay.
not just taking the first step and that being it. Like, take
Okay.
the next step. Just call the schools, ask if there's like any visits I can take,
Okay.
and those kind of things.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. And so we'll come back next week, and next week will be our last week.
Okay.
And so we'll challenge those goals that you're gonna work on, and we'll finish it up next week.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you so
great.
much.
All right.